Good morning, everyone. In this tutorial, I will show you how to install your LS2 Spectrum in the LS2 helmet. I remind you that Spectrum can be installed on all LS2 helmets with UCS compatibility. You can install it on modular helmets, full-face helmets, and open-face helmets. Let's proceed with the installation of Spectrum on this LS2 modular model. We open the chin guard and remove the cheek pads. There are 3 simple buttons. We pull out the cheek pads from the shell, including the left one. We also open the 2 buttons of the rear padding. This is the UCS compartment of the helmet, and if there is anything inside, remove it to leave the space free for inserting the device. Let's first check the area where we need to place the speakers. In this model, we can see that there is already a female Velcro disc inside the space. If this is not present, use the disc included in the Spectrum package, which has 3M adhesive on one side and female Velcro on the other. Remove the protective film and apply it inside the designated area. This should be done on both sides. Since the female Velcro disc is already on the included speakers, I can remove the additional Velcro disc as I don't need it. I attach the speaker directly using the male and female Velcro. The connector should face downward. Let's do the same on the other side. The speakers are now installed. To ensure the best audio quality, it is essential that the center of the speaker aligns with your ear and that the speaker lightly touches your ear. If needed, you can use this spacer with female Velcro on one side and male Velcro on the other, which serves 2 functions. First, when applied, it allows the speaker to move closer to the ear. Second, once placed inside the space, it allows slight adjustments to properly align the speaker with your ear. If the center of the speaker already aligns with your ear, simply attach the speaker directly onto the spacer to bring it closer to your ear. If the speaker is slightly off-center from your ear canal, you can adjust it by positioning it higher, lower, or slightly to the right or left. Now that we have seen how to install the speakers, let's continue with the microphone installation. From the 2 microphones included in the package, we will choose the boom mic, as we are dealing with a modular helmet. The microphone is mounted on the left side of the helmet and uses the same adhesive Velcro system for placement. We check the center of the helmet and place it slightly backwards so it does not interfere with the opening and closing mechanism of the helmet. Always ensure that the side with the white arrow is facing your mouth. Now that we have installed both the speakers and the microphone, you can see the 3 connectors. Let's proceed by inserting the UCS device. We take the silver cables, position them to the side, and insert the UCS module like this, placing it into its compartment. Now that it is fully inserted, I move the keypad slightly and connect all the connectors. The largest connector is for the microphone. I align the 2 arrows and insert it. The shorter cable is for the left speaker. I align the arrows and connect it. The longer cable is for the right speaker. I align the arrows and secure the final connector. Now, I install the last part of Spectrum, the keypad. The keypad must be mounted on the left side of the helmet. The surface must be clean, so we can wipe it with a damp cloth to ensure better adhesion of the 3M VHB tape. The keypad is fixed on the left side of the helmet in an area that does not interfere with the chin guard's opening and closing mechanisms or with the visor. Another thing to check is the positioning of the antenna. Using the center of the helmet as a reference, we imagine a straight line. The keypad, which has an internal antenna, should be mounted on another imaginary line parallel to the center line of the helmet. If the keypad is mounted too far back, these lines will not be parallel. The same applies if it is placed too far forward. So we need to choose a position where the two lines remain parallel. The selected position does not interfere with the helmet mechanisms or with the visor and is parallel to the helmet's center axis, making it correctly positioned. Finally, I check that the adhesive surface properly aligns with the helmet's surface. This helmet has a slight curvature. If I mount the device lower, there would be an area where the adhesive does not touch, so I choose a slightly higher position. I take 2 reference points to remember the correct placement. I remove the protective films from the 3 adhesive areas, align with my reference points, and apply firm pressure for about 10 seconds. We have now installed all the elements of the LS2 Spectrum: the speakers, the microphone, the UCS module inside the helmet compartment, and the keypad. Now, let's reinstall the cheek pads and hide all the cables. First, we will place the cable running from the right speaker to the left speaker behind this part of the padding and close the 2 buttons that we opened earlier. We secure the right cheek pad first, as it only needs to cover 1 cable. I leave the cable inside the helmet and will hide it later. Using both thumbs, I apply pressure to ensure the padding is properly inserted into the shell. Before closing the buttons, I tuck the connector and cable into this space. Among all the cables, only one will remain accessible: the charging cable, which we will position in a convenient area for easy access when charging the device. If you have trouble inserting the left cheek pad with the keypad cable, you can make a small cut to pass it through the hole. When closing the cheek pad, leave a slight margin so the cable is not too tight. Again, using both thumbs, I press firmly to ensure the cheek pad is properly seated in the shell. Finally, I fasten the left cheek pad buttons and tuck all the cables underneath except for the charging cable. Once the cheek pad is secured, I check the microphone. The charging cable exits here. I place it just behind this area for easy access when I need to charge the LS2 Spectrum. The installation is now complete. The same procedure applies to open-face and full-face helmets, except for the microphone. For full-face helmets, you will use the wired microphone specific to this type of helmet. Now, all that's left to do is put on the helmet and turn on your LS2 Spectrum.